I know, don't judge the book by its covers, right? But sometimes you kind of do. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Read with Himani. My name is Himani, and on this channel we talk about all things books and book related. First of all, I'm sorry guys for being MIA lately. I am a full-time working professional and it becomes very difficult to churn out videos regularly, but I'm trying my best, and with your support I'll definitely do it. So I really hope you support me through this. So today I have a really interesting video guys. I have done an Amazon plus Flipkart haul with only books from Indian authors. Yes, I really love to support Indian authors and made in India mentality. So I would really like to support Indian authors and read more Indian stories. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first book I got was this. This is The Hungry Tide by Amitav Ghosh. This is a huge book. I mean, the length of the book is very big and I quite like that. The book condition is good. I got it from Amazon for a price I'll mention here somewhere, and I've read it already and it's a very good book. I would definitely recommend you guys to try it, and I really like Amitav Ghosh in general. So I'll read the synopsis so you guys get an idea. Between the sea and the plains of Bengal on the easternmost coast of India lies an immense set of islands. Some are vast and some no larger than sandbars. Some have lasted through recorded history while others have just washed into being. These are the Sundarbans. Here there are no borders to divide fresh water from salt, river from sea, even land from water. Here for hundreds of years, only the truly dispossessed brave the man-eating tigers and the crocodiles who rule here to eke a precarious existence from the mud. So this book is all about Sundarbans and how life is at Sundarbans, and it's a really good book. I definitely recommend it. Okay, this is a very cliched book and I'm sure all of you must have read it. This was too mainstream, so I never got around to reading it, but now finally I'm trying it. This is The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. So yeah, I'm excited to read it and I want to see what the hype is all about. Narrated by Panchali, the wife of the 5 Pandava brothers, The Palace of Illusion finally gives a woman's take on the timeless tale that is the Mahabharata. Tracing Panchali's life from fiery birth and lonely childhood, where her beloved brother is her only true companion, through her complicated friendship with the enigmatic Krishna, to marriage, motherhood, and a secret attraction to the mysterious man who is her husband's most dangerous enemy. So this is the story of Mahabharata from the point of view of Draupadi. And I am suddenly very excited to read about Mahabharata and Indian mythology. So I picked up this book. This is The Roll of Dice, Ajaya. This is book part 1 and I'll see how I like it and then I'll order the book part 2. Although I'm very excited about this. This is the Mahabharata from the point of view of Kaurava, Duryodhan. So I am really excited to see what his point of view is. It's a big book as well, and this is by Anand Neelkantan. Duryodhana is portrayed in popular lore as the ultimate villain of the Mahabharata and considered second only to Ravana of the Ramayana as the epitome of evil. He orders his cousin's wife stripped in the Sabha. He is power-hungry prince who leads his people into the apocalyptic war, the man who refuses to acknowledge the divinity of Krishna. But Prince Suyodhana, heir to the throne of Hastinapur, stands tall, determined to claim his birthright and act in accordance with his conscience. He is the maker of his own destiny, or so he believes. So yeah, I'm really excited about this book, guys. This is the author of Asura. If you've heard about this, that book is Ramayana from the point of view of Ravan. You know how we consider there's one good and one villain? So this is sort of humanizing the villain, you know, to see if he really was the villain or he was made out to be that way. So I'm pretty excited about this book as well. Alrighty, next book I have is Padmavati by Sutapa Basu. So I saw this book and I was very intrigued to know more about Padmavati's story, and yeah, that's why I picked it up. I have no particular reason. I've never heard of this author or this book, but I look at the beautiful cover art. I know, don't judge the book by its covers, right? But sometimes you kind of do. I was intrigued by the story of Padmavati, and I wanted to see how Sitapa Basu, portrays her. Journalist Mrinalini Rao is on an investigative trail to discover whether Padmavati, the queen of Chittor, actually existed, or was she only a legend created by poets? Who was Padmavati, the queen of Chittor? What does history tell of her? Where did she come from? What kind of life did she lead? How did she have the courage to jump willingly into fire? Mrinalini goes to Chittorgarh to discover the truth. What does she really discover? So yeah, let's find out what she discovered. It's good. Okay, next up we have The White Tiger by Arvind Adiga. So I have already read The White Tiger before, I think in 2008 only, when it was first released, and I really liked it. And then I saw the movie on Netflix. Yeah, it was on Netflix, Priyanka Chopra's movie. So I was intrigued to reread it again, and then I saw this hardcover edition by Arvind Adiga. So I was like, yeah, I should get the hardcover one. This is a bit expensive, you guys, but this is just me. I wanted to get the hardcover edition. But if you want to get the softcover or paperback edition, then that is also available on Amazon or Flipkart at very cheap prices. I'll mention it down below. So this, do you see it? This is my fault. Yeah, I'm clumsy. What I did is I stacked it on my bookshelf and I put another book above it. Yeah, so this kind of tore, but I'm very upset about it. But other than that, the condition of the book is excellent, obviously. So this is the hardcover edition. The movie was really good, so I wanted to read the book again, because I'm a firm believer that books are better than movies. So you can't really capture the essence of the book in a movie. Born in the village in the dark heart of India, the son of a rickshaw puller, Balram is taken out of school by his family and put to work in a tea shop. As he crushes coal and wipes table, he nurses a dream of escape or breaking away from the banks of Mother Ganga, into whose murky depth have seeped the remains of hundreds of generations. His big chance comes when a rich village landlord hires him as a chauffeur for his son, daughter-in-law, and their two Pomeranian dogs. From behind the wheels of a Honda, Balram first sees Delhi. The city is a revelation. Caught between his instinct to be a loyal son and servant and his desire to better himself, he learns of a new morality at the heart of the new India. Back in 2008, or whenever I first read it, I really liked it. I really liked the movie, so I'm interested to reread it again in the hardcover edition. So I have a trilogy for you guys, and I'm very excited. I got the Symmetry Prophecies on Facebook Marketplace by Symmetry Prophecy, and I really liked it. This trilogy is called Game World Trilogy, and I thought there were only 3 books, so I might as well get the second and third one. I haven't read this, so I thought I'll get the second and third one and read all the trilogy at once. I got these 2 books. So this is the Manticore's Secret. This is the second part 2 of the trilogy, and this is the Unwaba Revelations. This is part 3. So this is the fantasy series by Samit Basu, and I want to read all 3 together. Yeah, but I must say the first one, the book is heavier and it feels really good quality. However, these 2, the later edition, they feel like any mass market paperback, This one feels really good. The covers are not as good as the first one, I would say, personally. But I'm excited to read this trilogy. This is a very popular fantasy trilogy, and yeah. So the next book is English August by Upamanyu Chatterjee, and there's a really interesting story behind this. It's an old book. It was published 1988, so it's a quite old book. This book was made into a movie featuring, what's his name again? Rahul Bose. Yeah, featuring Rahul Bose. I mean, this was released and people saw it, but then it was destroyed in a flood or fire, something like that. You can't find this movie anywhere. It's gone. It's like totally erased from existence. Which was very sad, but it made me very excited. So I picked up this book from Upamanyu Chatterjee, and it's supposed to be a very good book. Obviously, it has been made into a movie. It's written now a major film, but too bad this film you cannot ever watch. Last I heard, they were trying to restore this film somehow, but till date they have not been able to achieve it. So it's pretty sad. A piece of history is lost, a piece of film history. But the story got me really intrigued to pick up this book, and I did, and I can't wait to read it. Okay, second last, I did a little cheating. Okay, and don't be mad at me. This book is by a Pakistani author, not an Indian author, but you know, bhai. So this is A Case of Exploding Mangoes by Mohammad Hanif. So I really like the synopsis of this book, and it's quite popular. The Indian and Pakistani bestseller. Winner of the Shakti Bhatt First Book Prize, shortlisted for the Guardian First Book Award, longlisted for the Booker Prize. So I was really intrigued by this book. And look at the cover, it's so bright yellow and cute. So in August 1988, President Zia-ul Haq gets into the presidential plane Pak 1 and it explodes midway. Who has killed him? The army generals growing old waiting for their promotion, the CIA, the ISI, RAW, or Ali Shingri, a junior officer at the military academy whose father, a whiskey-swilling jihadi colonel, has been murdered by the army. This is based on true story, but it is fictional. So the true story of President Zia-ul Haq, he died in a plane crash mysteriously and no one found out how. So this all, and he tried to fictionalize the story basically. So yeah, pretty excited about that. Last but not least, I must tell you guys that I do not support this author anymore. Some of the derogatory things he said on Twitter about female and women in general, I do not support this author anymore. And it's a shame because I really like this author. And I really liked his book. When I bought this book, I was not really aware of the story. So sadly, this is Devada Jaya, an illustrated retelling of the Mahabharata. So I've read this already, the first book I read in all the collection. This is a really good book with, you know, lovely illustrations, and very simply Devdutt Patnaik explains away the Indian myth of Mahabharata. So I'm very sad about it, but I will definitely not support this author anymore. If you want more details, you can go on the internet, type in Devdutt Patnaik controversy, and you'll find out. I hope you like this little Indian haul from Amazon and Flipkart. I hope you get the vision of supporting Indian authors and made in India things. If you would like to support me, please leave a huge thumbs up and please do subscribe down below. It will be a great help to my channel. And I'll see you next time with another great video. Bye!